Hi YouTube fam, this is Essence checking in with you guys. Um, this week has been a week of reflection for me. I have thought about so many different things. I've thought about where I wanted to be, how I felt, and how I messed up, and I also thought about the small victories that I've experienced this week. There's been so many moments that I've been so excited this week over little things. Like this week, I ran 35 minutes without stopping on the Couch to 5K program. And I was like, oh my gosh, I actually completed 6 weeks. Actually, I've been doing this for 7 weeks because I repeated week 2, but I have gotten so far on this program and there's only 3 weeks left. And it is actually becoming real to me that I'm actually on my way to achieving a long dream of mine. And I have so many emotions that I'm processing right now. There's so many emotions that I was bombarded with this week. I thought about people who doubted me before and people who doubt me now or say little subtle things that just throw shade at you. I really want to share this story with you guys because it was a part of my week and it was something that I thought about so much. I even wrote about it in my blog one time, but I've been thinking about it more. Like the question that I've been having in my mind is, what do you do when your friends or your family or people in general just don't think you can do it? Um, I told you guys that I do want to do the P90X program, and that's a part of what I'm gonna do after I do Scott Colby for a month. I'll do P90X. But before I got P90X, I had been doing my research about it. I asked a friend who purchased it already, and I was thinking that she did the program or at least started it. And I was asking her, she's a very close friend of mine. I mean, we've known each other for a long time. And I was asking her, what did she think of P90X? I mean, I've seen the transformation videos on YouTube, but it's a it 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 compels you to go a lot further and actually go with it. If you can find somebody a little bit closer to home to give you a testimonial about something. So, so I asked her, and she was like, "Oh, it's a good program. It's great." And I said, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm thinking the reason why I'm asking is because I'm thinking about buying it. I really want to finish what I started on my weight loss journey. And this was over the summer. Well, actually, the first time I asked her was last year. And this was, yeah, let me backtrack. The first time I asked her was last year. Around this time, I was doing the Scott Kobe program. And I was doing good and I was researching and I asked her about the P90X program thinking that she went through it and everything. And she said to me, "Oh yeah, it's a really good program, but it's a lot of work, right? It's just not like little cardio, right? You actually have to do push-ups and stuff like that. It's not an easy workout." And I brushed it off when she said that. Because I'm like, yeah, I can handle that. I've been doing the Scott Kobe program. And it's not easy. It's not easy at all. I mean, I was doing burpees, mountain climbers, push-ups, modified pull-ups. I was doing all kind of stuff that was building my lower body and helping me slim down. I mean, that's how I lost my first 25 pounds. So it is an effective program. Mind you, I may not be able to hang with somebody who has completed the P90X program, but I'm fully aware of what hard work was. So I'm like, okay, Essence, she didn't mean it like that. She didn't mean it like that. You know, she's just trying to give you a heads up. And so over the summer, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna go ahead and purchase this so I can finish my whole workout journey, whatever, my weight loss journey. And I was setting up in my mind how I was gonna do this. I was like, P90X is gonna be one of the last programs I do. And it's gonna push me, it's gonna have me, it's gonna make me um see what I have inside. I'm gonna work my way up. That's why I do the Couch to 5K program first, then Scott Covey, then P90X. That's how I have it. Like, that's my plan. And whatever else I plan after that, maybe CrossFit, I don't know. So, okay, back to the story. So, over the summer, I asked her again. I was like, okay, I found this guy on Craigslist who wanted to get rid of his P90X, right? So I said, okay, he wants to sell it for this amount. I'm calling her on the phone, letting her know. It's like, okay, I got in contact with someone who has P90X, and I was gonna get a new, but this guy wants to get rid of it. And I tell her how much he wants to charge or whatever, and she was like, yeah, yeah, that's good. You should get that. And she says it again. She says, well, you know P90X isn't easy, right? You have to do push-ups and stuff like that. She says the exact same comment she said nearly a year ago. Close friend. She knew about my weight loss struggles, my journey, the loss, and everything that I told her I'm gonna get this off. She has known me since I was a teenager. She knows I struggled with it. But this time I didn't think that, okay, she didn't mean it like that. Because at that moment I realized what she was implying. Even though she may have not meant it like that, that's what the statement, you know, it's not an easy workout, right? You have to do push-ups implied that even though I had lost 25 pounds, and at a certain point I did lose more than that, but I gained some of it back. You apparently didn't think I put in that much effort that I could do a push-up or I could do burpees. Alright? And at that moment I said I don't have to defend myself because I realized that she was doubting me. And one thing I realized that I do not need while I'm on this journey is anybody that's going to put any seed of doubt in my mind, because I want this really badly. I mean, I pray about it, I think about it, I dream about it. I watch inspirational videos on YouTube for over a year. I planned how I want this to come out. I'm processing my emotions right now and trying to figure out ways to deal with them so I don't end up back at 255 pounds where I was last year at the end of October. I do not want to be there ever again. And And I thought about other people, not just her. Because there's people who love you who do not mean to hurt you at all, but they say these little things that put seeds of doubt in your mind and they undermine what you are doing. And it makes me think. My mother, this was just recently, my mother even did it. If you have read my blog about how I became fat, I talked about how my mother was a track star and she was in all kind of sports. I mean, she was a tomboy. And it wasn't until I was probably about 6 or 7 where she began to gain weight. And what happened, this was in the beginning when I started, probably around week 3, week 2 or 3 of when I started documenting my weight loss journey here on YouTube. What happened is I took a walk from my house to a sports annex, and I walked there with my son in the stroller and walked back to my house. And the total distance was 4.77 miles. I almost did, or it was close to that. It was 4.7 something. Um, and that was, I was tired. I walked to the sports annex, and then I ran that week of the Couch to 5K program. I think it was week 2. It had to be week 2. And then after I finished that run and I played with my son, I walked back to my house. And so I said, okay, I'll just find little parks around the area and I'll walk there instead of drive. And I asked her where one park was that probably isn't as far as that one. Or maybe, it may just be a little further. I don't know, I haven't checked the distance. But I asked her where it was because I was trying to find it by driving so I'll know which route to take by walking. And she said, I don't think you can walk that far. Okay, I didn't ask you that. I asked you where the park was. But people decide what you can do and what you can't do. And I realized that I don't need people in my so-called support system or in my life, period. That's going to tell me what I can and cannot do. I decide that. And I thought that. I thought about myself. Those little seeds of doubt cause me sometimes to say I can't do that because I'm fat. Main point, Sunray Goddess and Anita's on Fire talked about how their weight, their gold clothes, and Anita's on Fire just had a video about how she's not going to wait to lose weight to be cute. I thought about the limitations I had on fashion, just like Sunray Goddess. How how I want to express myself. I don't because okay, first of all, some of the stuff just wouldn't look right on me at the size I am right now, so I do have to, make some modifications. But other things Like, okay, I say, okay, I'm not gonna go salsa dancing. I'm not gonna go to this social event because I'm not comfortable. The only reason I'm not comfortable is because I'm overweight. I'm using this as an excuse to not live my life. And that's a prison. I don't want to do stuff like that anymore. I'm scared to I'm scared to go and be my true self because I'm afraid of what people are thinking. Like I really and people don't really care. I mean, I know that. I'm sitting here thinking they're worried about how fat I look in this outfit, or if it's like, oh my gosh, she should not have worn that shirt. I can see a wrong. I'm worried about stuff like that, and that makes no sense because it's stopping me from living my life. And I guess that's why I'm so hard on myself sometimes because I'm sitting here like you messed up and if you step on the scale, you're gonna see it. Like you're not gonna lose as much. And I just I just don't want to sit here and tell you guys I'm not scared of failure. I am. I'm scared that I would do all this work and not see a thing. I'm scared that I would actually prove my those people who doubt me right. Even though I'm seeing so many of these small changes, my my endurance has changed. I wasn't able to run 35 minutes without stopping. I can't even run 90 seconds weeks ago. 5 weeks ago, I was a mess with running. I mean, I had to stop. I was stopping at the stop sign and it was just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I had to take a break. This hurts too much. And I wasn't able to enjoy squats. I was praying that that part of the workout would be over. I like squats. I'm looking forward to the workout. But I still hear those little voices. I've been hearing them all week. You know that that has push-ups in it, right? I don't think you can walk them. Even though every week I'm showing them the SOI, I can do it. It's like, how do you deal with that? How do you deal with those people like that? How do you deal with the voices of your past? What do you do with it now? I have realized that I am an emotional eater. I eat out of boredom. I eat when I'm aggravated. One thing I noticed this week is that I can stop myself. I can say no and follow through. I can walk away. But I still heard those voices. I really don't want to fail because I want this so badly. And not that I did not want it every time I attempted this before because I did. I wanted it for the wrong reasons though. when I was younger, when I was a kid and I was doing this, I wanted it so people could stop picking on me. When I was a teenager, I wanted it because I wanted to be beautiful. I wanted to not feel like the ugly duckling. And for the longest time, I didn't think I was. When I got into college, I just wanted to feel like everybody else. I didn't want a boyfriend to have an excuse to break up with me. Oh, you just hurt yourself. You get too fat. I didn't want to hear that. And now I'm doing it for the right reasons because I want to be healthy. Because I realize I'm worth it. But I realize the people that's around me, they don't reflect how I feel. And they remind me of the voices of the past. And I have accomplished so much this week. I've been working so hard this week. But I still hear those voices of the past. I hear the voices of the December. I hear the voices from a few weeks ago that just don't think I can do it. And I don't want to give in to those voices. I don't want to give in to those voices. So I want to thank you guys for sitting here and listening to me vent. As promised, the video with me working out and some of the foods that I've eaten is coming soon. It's just that it's a little late and I need to get up early in the morning. I had to wait till the house got quiet because my son loves to be on the camera. So I had to wait till he was asleep to do this video. He didn't take a nap today, so. And thank God this was the best day because I was tired. Come Thursday, I was so tired. And just thought about it with the inches lost. I have more to celebrate. And I thank you guys for listening. Um, Thank you, new subscribers. I will talk to you later on because I do have a lot to say. I want to deal with those things that I've been dealing with. I want to share it with you guys because I feel like some of you guys may be going through the same thing or have gone through the same thing. And we could deal with it together or you could help me out, whichever. So you guys have a nice night. God bless. Talk to you soon.